This is a special sports presentation of the Wallingford Broadcasting Company.
Sports fans, it's time for the Wallingford Sports Show. The Wallingford Sports Show is served up by Buffalo Wild Wings and also brought to you in part by Jack Burford Chevrolet, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, King Brothers Used Cars, and Honchos. Now let's go live inside the Jack Burford Chevrolet studios discussing the hottest sports topics around. Here are your hosts, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Especially locally with everything that's going on, you know, we touched on it there in the little teaser that we do. Nick Mayo scoring 2,000 points as a Colonel. Only the 18th player in OVC history to do that. So we'll talk about that later on in the show as well.
We just had him on last week.
We did talk to him and
talk to him about
Coach
getting
Hamilton.
his 1,000th point, possibly getting the 2,000 points. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and he got it on his first shot of the game in Saturday's game versus
because we thought
SEMO.
he might get it on Thursday night.
No,
he didn't.
Okay,
right?
That's right. Yeah, he was close. He got halfway there on Thursday night. Got it there in the first bucket on Saturday night. So, but you know, it's been a fun week. Looking back through the week, you know, Kentucky had a big win versus Auburn on the road, and you know, Berea's girls coming home with the All-A Classic championship.
Yes.
Model was in the All-A Classic championship game in the 11th region, lost to LCA. So, kind of cool to have all these kind of local stories tie into some of these bigger stories that are going on around the sports world, and none bigger than we are now set for the biggest game of the year in the NFL. 2 weeks away from yesterday, we'll have the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. And
I said last year I liked the Rams, that I really like their chances. I know they're a really young team.
They are.
And you know what I'm most
young
excited?
coach, too.
Yes. He is 8 years younger than Brady.
Yeah. He's a baby.
It's a little weird.
He's just a little bit older than I am.
Yeah. They're young across the board, and I'm really excited for them. Of course, I have to pull for the Rams just because you're going for the Patriots. But
now, what would make you think that I'd be pulling for New England?
It could be your jacket.
Oh, what about my Tom Brady
little?
The
same jacket you wore last Monday night on the show.
Look at this. How awesome is that?
Is that a bobblehead?
It's called a Funko. I don't know nothing about them. I know they're kind of the craze right now.
Are you sleeping with it under your pillow? What's happening?
I am not.
No.
Doing that. I just got it today, so I'm not really had time to kind of.
If it was one for Giselle, you would be putting it
I
under
put
your
it,
pillow.
yeah, it'd be a little uncomfortable, but you know, still. But look at this game. I mean, what an amazing day it was yesterday for NFL fans.
Two crazy games.
2 games going to overtime. First time ever that's happened that there's 2 overtime games in the same day in the NFL postseason history. And the Patriots-Chiefs games, CBS said that the game got 53.9 million viewers yesterday. More than twice as many viewers as the Academy Awards last year, and 3 times as many viewers as the most watched World Series and NBA Finals games last year.
Yeah, that's stunning numbers. And that's big numbers because, as we know, and we've talked about on the show before, NFL ratings haven't, and their viewership hasn't been high. This season, last season especially.
This is why I think New England being what they are is good for the NFL. People hate New England.
Yes.
Everybody yesterday was either a Patriots fan or a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
There was...
Well, you're either a Patriots fan or you like everybody
else.
And they're probably going to root for all these other people other than Tom Brady. Because he's got enough rings.
And no, he's never got enough rings. 9. He's going to his 9th Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it's incredible.
He is amazing. And with 2 minutes left of the game, no, I don't think anyone thought they're not going to score.
Yeah. No, seriously, one of my friends texted me.
If you hate Brady, you're not going to say that.
One of my friends texted me and said, well, too much time left on the clock. Of course, they're going to win now. Congratulate. He was already congratulating me before we even scored.
Yes, and then when we all thought it was over with the interception.
Yeah, the offsides call.
There were so many things that happened.
It was such an emotional roller coaster last night. So me and John Bentley, the Estill County's basketball coach, were watching the game, having fun. We were up and down, up and down. We got a 14-0 lead at halftime. We're dominating. But we still did not feel comfortable. And I told him, I'm like, listen,
there's a long time
this
left.
There's a long way to go. We got a long way to go. And this Chiefs team, they looked bad in the first half, but we still knew they would get it together. And they didn't really have the chance to really get it together in the first half because New England held the ball for so long.
Yes.
But look at this, listen to this stat, okay? AFC quarterbacks that have gone to the Super Bowl since 2001, okay? This is from Will Brinson on Twitter. Since 2001, these quarterbacks have played in the NFL. Brady, Rich Gannon in 02, 03, 04, Brady, 05, Ben Roethlisberger, 06, Peyton Manning, 07, Big Ben, 08, Peyton Manning, 09, Big Ben, 2010, Tom Brady, 11, Peyton Manning, 12, Brady, 13, Manning, and in the last 3 years, Brady. So, I mean, it's a lot of the same names on there.
It is.
But the most consistent name in that is Tom Brady.
And Ben, Big Ben.
Yeah, Ben's been in there
4
three times, I believe. See, Ben 1, 2, 3. Peyton Manning 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times for Peyton Manning. It never gets old as a Patriots fan. It never gets old.
It's kind of like UK and basketball.
That is how. Okay, so one of my best friends is a huge Duke fan. He texted me last night and said, as a fan, does it get old knowing that your team is going to be there every single year? And I said, no. No, we don't know. But we know they're going to compete every single year. They're going to have a shot at it. This is the reason why it never gets old, because the games, New England never blows anybody out. They never blow anybody out. It's always a grind. Last year, we had to come from behind to beat the Jaguars to get to the Super Bowl. This year, we're going back and forth to get to the Super Bowl now with the Chiefs yesterday. I mean, just a wave of emotion. And that's why it never gets old, because the games are so much fun to watch, and we just love our team.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I understand the anger and the disdain that goes to fans that don't like New England. It's like people that don't like Kentucky or don't like Duke or don't like the Golden State Warriors. That's me. I don't like Golden State. I don't like Duke because they're good every single year.
Well, then you shouldn't like the Patriots.
No, but this is why I understand what they're saying.
All right, gotcha.
Because you get tired of seeing the same team, but when it's your team, it's not the case.
That's right.
You know, it's so much fun being a part of this.
Us hating Duke, but not UK.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Okay, I'm just going to lay it on the line. What I don't like is that overtime rule.
I was just getting ready to touch on that. So
I do not like that at all.
First of all,
it should not be based on the flip of a coin. Who gets, especially in a game like that, you're going to the Super Bowl because you scored first.
Yeah. Austin, we good? We good? Austin's over here, our producer on the TV side here at Jack Burford Chevrolet. Look at a couple
you're good.
Yeah, look at a couple of stats real quick from those overtime games yesterday. Brady now is 3-0 in OT games in the playoffs. His opponents have not touched the ball in any of those wins. So in overtime, all 3 times that New England has played in an overtime game in the playoffs, they've got the ball first and they've scored.
And they scored.
They
were away, playing in that frigid temperature.
Which we're used to playing in cold weather. Boston's cold too.
But we talked even last week about they'd only won one other time in postseason somewhere away.
Yeah.
No matter who they were playing.
And, talking about some overtime games as well with the Saints and the Rams yesterday. Since 2010, NFL teams who win the toss and receive in overtime in the playoffs are 7-1 in overtime. The only loss coming yesterday by the New Orleans Saints.
Now, here's my other gripe. Why can't they have replay when it's needed?
Yeah. The replay, I think the overtime is the biggest issue. Okay, if I'm a New England fan and the roles were reversed yesterday, if Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs had won the toss, they take the football, they go down and score a touchdown. We're not stopping them.
Mad.
I would be so mad today at the NFL because of that rule.
Because of that overtime
Tom
rule.
Brady, who's the greatest of all time, did not get a chance to go down and at least tie the game. So if I'm a Chiefs fan, that is my biggest gripe today. Not that my team played bad, because
they don't do that in college and they don't do that in high school. We have been there for both games.
And I don't understand the rule why they cannot get it right. And I saw some of the bigger higher-ups in the media world that I follow on ESPN or Fox Sports, whatever the case may be. They were tweeting that in the NFL will never admit that their overtime rule is worse than college, and they will never change it because of their ego. They will never try to lower their standards to that of college football or high school football because of their ego. And the owners are the people that decide the rules. They all get together every single offseason. They decide the rules. And it's crazy that this rule is still in place, but thankfully, as a New England fan, we've been on the right side of it three times.
You were. But what about this pass
crazy.
Interference call in the first game?
Yeah.
To end the game.
Listen, officiating across the board.
The referee he even called him and said, I was wrong.
Yeah,
wrong.
Of course you were wrong. Everybody in America saw it.
Pass interference.
Yeah, of course. Listen, officiating across the platform has been so bad in the NFL. They have been so bad. And there's been, and even in the New England game, controversial calls, some of them going our way, but all game long. I mean, the Chiefs players were holding the New England players. There was
and they missed it. They didn't catch it.
There was a roughing the passer call that did not get called against New England, and when they hit Patrick Mahomes in the head, that one didn't get called. And of course, late in the game on that game-winning drive, there's a roughing the passer.
Oh yeah,
that was called against the Chiefs, and they barely touched Brady. So
I even told while we were sitting in there watching the game when Gronk made that big call. He made the big play. Excuse me. I mean, of course, he made the first one. I don't understand how that ball did not touch him. When it bounced and totally missed it. Okay, that's another whole thing. But when Gronk made the big play, big catch, I'm telling you, it's crazy to think. I saw the one other player, and he came in and totally targeted his head. Yeah. And they missed that total, too.
We got some comments over on our Facebook Live feed. Barsha Honcho, who celebrated a birthday last week, so happy belated birthday, Barsha. Says nice jacket, by the way. She's not a big Patriots fan either. But Greg Hunter says that more Rams fans now than there ever has been.
Yeah.
And you can add him to the list. Should be the Patriots versus New Orleans. That blown pass interception was crazy.
Yeah.
And he said he feels like next year they will have some kind of review to obvious missed calls or coaches can challenge. And Tommy Van Winkle, watching over on our Facebook page, says play out the whole overtime period. Sudden death is great. Sudden death in great matches is no good. And that's true.
We both agree.
I think you put 10 minutes on the clock, let them play it out. Whoever's ahead at the end of overtime is the winner of the game.
Could be. Or do it like in high school where they both get the ball.
At the 20.
Both teams get at the 20.
In college, so
You know what? That would have been fantastic because both defenses were exhausted.
They were wore out. Yeah.
You could tell.
And for different reasons.
Exhausted.
The Chiefs were exhausted because they had been on the field for so long.
Time. Yeah.
And New England's defense was so exhausted from having to chase Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins across the field the entire game. So, I tell you what, a great Testry Barsha's brother, James, is a huge fan of New England.
And Gronk need to go in today and ask for a race. Well, maybe wait till after the Super Bowl. But if Gronk,
they earned their money yesterday.
Man, when Gronk missed the first pass, I'm telling you, they're all talking like he's going to retire.
Yeah.
How awful would that have been if they lost the game because he didn't catch that ball? And he would have gone out like that.
We'll save our predictions for the Super Bowl next week. We'll let you know who we think might win the biggest game in the NFL.
We know who you think's going to win.
I think the Super Bowl will be very close. New England's games are always very close, so we'll see what happens in that game next week. So
what I'm excited about too is the Rams are bringing back their old jerseys.
Oh yeah, listen,
bright yellow and blue.
The Patriots started this dynasty versus the Rams in the greatest show on turf. If New England was to win this game, could it possibly be the end for Brady, Gronk, and the Bill Belichick Patriots? It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Will Belichick wear his hoodie?
Yeah, of course.
Super Bowl hoodie.
Of course. It'll be a little bit warmer in Atlanta, but
that is true.
Still, and inside the dome. So
that is true. He'll be warm, but he'll still look like a.
We'll have Austin pull up our Facebook poll for the sports show. Of course, we do a Facebook poll every single Monday, which is brought to you by the law office of Patrick O'Neill. And Patrick O'Neill is located in Breathitt County, but he serves all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. If you need help with deeds and wills, workers' compensation, any kind of legal advice, call Patrick O'Neill at 606-666-2990. Our Facebook question today was, of the two games yesterday, which one was the most enjoyable to watch, the Saints versus the Rams or the Patriots versus the Chiefs? The winning vote was 59%. New England, Kansas City, 41% for the Saints versus the Rams. So that is the winner.
I said that last week, too. Yeah. I said that is going to be the game. I said that really should be the Super Bowl game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it was.
And it turned out to be a great game.
So 59% select the Patriots versus the Chiefs as the winner of our law office of Patrick O'Neill Facebook poll. That phone number, once again, is 606-666-2990. Go ahead.
Now, you know about the Drake effect, right?
Yeah.
The Drake effect. Any team he gets behind.
Oh, he had all four teams down.
He had all four teams because
break the curse.
He's been a UK fan. Then he went to Duke, and then he had Alabama sweatshirt on for the national championship football game. Now, of course, he wore all 4 teams because he's trying to break
if he puts a New England hoodie on, I will never listen to another Drake song. So let's take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the UK basketball team and EKU. And then at 6:30, we're going to have the Berea Lady Pirates on to congratulate them and talk to them about the All-A Classic win they brought home this weekend. Back in a moment, live at the Delivery Center at Jack Burford Chevrolet. This is the Wallingford Sports Show.
Entrepreneurs have passion and a lot of determination. They also know a trusted support team is essential for success. Your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank know a lot about working with small business owners, offering a range of loan and leasing opportunities as you develop, build, and grow your company. Stop by your nearby CVNB branch office or visit cvnb.com and let's talk business. CVNB, helping turn plans into reality for more than a century.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
In Estill County, if you want more than just good pizza, you want great pizza, Steam Engine Pizza Pub in downtown Irvin is the place to go. At Steam Engine, everything on the menu is handmade with the highest quality ingredients, from pizza to subs to pasta to salads. You'll find Steam Engine Pizza Pub at 206 Main Street in Irvin. You can order carryout or delivery at 606-723-9787 or online at steamenginepizzapub.com. Steam Engine Pizza Pub, Estill County's first string pizza.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
Auto accidents happen to all of us, and it can be a very stressful time. Let Renfro's Collision make the repair process easier for you. They have the training and equipment to repair your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. You have the right to choose your repair facility, so why not choose the one who works for you and not the insurance company? Your family safety is our #1 concern. Renfro's Collision, 22 years of excellent service, and that's not by accident.
Linux of Richmond is your one-stop for truck and vehicle upgrades. Want to give your vehicle a makeover? Linux of Richmond has you covered. Along with our industrial leading bed liners, we also carry a full line of truck and vehicle accessories. This includes our Truck Gear brand bed covers, as well as WeatherTech accessories, gooseneck, fifth wheel, and bumper type hitches. We also provide vehicle undercoating and rust proofing. And don't forget about our many commercial and industrial applications, along with our Spartex flooring system as well. Check us out at 238 North Keeneland Drive in Richmond.
They're calling this a delivery center, Samantha, because they deliver you a new vehicle from here. They kind of get you signed up, get you taken care of here at Jack Burford Chevrolet on the bypass in Richmond, and do a good job of taking care of you. I was over here last week, got some new tires put on my car, had a bit of an issue, was able to bring the car back over here. They took good care of me, kept me updated on the issue that was going on, and they got us fixed up here at the service department at Jack Burford Chevrolet. And Samantha, I tell you what, we have had a busy week and a fun weekend of sports. Nick Mayo and the Colonels got a couple of big wins at home to kind of get them some OVC wins under their belt. And Mayo becomes the 18th player ever in OVC history to reach 2,000 points. And he does it as a Colonel. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to A.W. Hamilton as well. It is.
Big numbers. He was the nicest person that we spoke to last
and I saw his nickname was the main attraction, which that's what I've always went by. Growing up, that was my nickname. But they call him the main attraction, but the state Maine. So it's M-A-I-N-E. It's spelled different. So we can both have the nickname. So as long as we don't get that crossed up, me and Nick will be fine. But I think everybody around here, that's what I'm saying. I think everybody around here would probably want him to have that nickname more than myself. But he is a dandy of a ball player.
I love it. And he, like I said, He was so proper, so polite to us, and just an all-around good guy. And Coach Hamilton said the same thing. He couldn't ask for a better player, better person, better teammate to his players. I mean, what a guy. And we couldn't be prouder for him, right? I mean, that's such an accomplishment.
What do you think about Kentucky? Big win for them over the weekend. Had a huge lead.
It was a huge
lead in the game versus
Auburn.
Auburn.
Got away from them.
Got away from them. I thought they had lost it. I thought with all the momentum that Auburn had, that Kentucky had given up another one on the road. But Auburn's a good team. And in the SEC, it's hard to go on the road and pick up big wins like that.
Yeah, that was a tough arena to play in.
Yeah.
So that win was gigantic because of the environment, because of how difficult. Now, Auburn's moved up to 15, I believe, in the polls this week, whereas Kentucky has moved down to, well, what is it, number 9? Number 8, something.
Yeah, I think we're in top 10.
10 in the coaches poll.
Yeah.
I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, we're number 8 in the AP, number 9 in the coaches poll. There it is. That's why I write it down, because I get it messed up.
Yeah, and I think with the way that we're playing right now, I think Cal's starting to get this team lined out. Now, they've got some tough games coming up. We got Kansas coming up real close.
Mississippi State on Tuesday night.
Exactly. They're a ranked team as well.
Both at home.
So it's going to be a tough stretch for the Wildcats. If they can get through this stretch without any losses, it would be huge for this team because we still have 2 games versus Tennessee coming up.
Yeah, if we number 1.
And they deserve it. They are a very good basketball team.
It is kind of crazy because Tennessee, then Duke, Virginia, and then Gonzaga. So it's kind of switched things up. And Kansas has moved to number 9.
Yeah, and Michigan, who was number 1, I believe, or number 2.
At one time.
Yeah, they've fallen back down too. So it's interesting to see all these teams
flip-flopping.
And I mean, in college basketball,
we're going the right way.
Yeah, we are. We're going up. Everybody else is coming down, coming back down to earth a little
bit.
Which
Coach Cal said that from day 1.
Yeah,
we're not where we're supposed to be. We will get there. This team. Here's the thing: when this team has big games the way they did, they rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Especially the starting 5.
They play, other than the Duke game, they play to the level of their competition.
Yes.
You know, Seton Hall, we probably should have beat them by 10 points.
Yes.
They beat us on the last second shot, or, you know, we had to have the last second shot to send it to overtime. We ended up losing that game on the neutral court floor. The Alabama game, we're 15 points better than Alabama. Yeah. But at Alabama, we played down to their competition. We lost that game. This team has played to their competition for the last few years now. No matter who Cal has had there, they've played down to the level of their competition, and that's hurt them. We'll see if they can correct that as the season goes along. Kansas is not the same Kansas team as Abuki's out for the season. They've got some young guys in there now, so they're not the same Kansas team that we're used to seeing. We will see how they do whenever they take on the Kentucky Wildcats.
True, and Auburn, in their behalf, they didn't have one of their big guys in there. Now, the other thing is what do you think about Kansas? Like you said, they have moved to number 9. It will be at UK. What are your thoughts on that? Because that's a big game.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, I think Kentucky will win. Let me see how they look Tuesday, but as of right now, I would pick the Cats to win that game by 8 or 9 points. So we'll see what happens.
8 or 9?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Now, here's my other thought to you. Did you notice during the game there was a lot of, I don't want to say yelling at their teammates, but Hero yelled